A place to hang me hat, eh?
Can't do that here. on flesh. Have an order? Have an order?
Friend, time is short. Please, you have this
For Utopia.
Hot off the quill. Frish 'em up.
free up. There we go. Go make some legends.
Welcome back.
So,
With your business. Yes? What's this? Let me know if you find it. Where to?
You've been out here for so many years. How did you survive?
Shellfish, rainwater, and hope.
Remarkable.
I'll have you out here right quick, Granny.
Now you're talking.
There were times I almost gave up.
Please don't cry. We're here. I remember your boy, Freya. Worked for us for a long while. Captain Hartland, a capable seafarer, well respected among his crew. Good drinker, too.
He's the apple of my eye.
Really? I thought you'd fallen out over the whole...
We're still family, and family is all that matters.
Aye, true enough.
With respect, there's one or two things that matter more to us lowlives.
I know exactly what you're getting at. Keep it up.
You have the Verisium spikes. Quickly, impale these totems. Farewell.
These ancestral totems are a menace that remain from ancient days. They gather a cursed fog, and we cannot stop them.
I need more time. Not yet.
Hello. You have the Verisium spikes. Quickly. See you soon, I hope.
What you need?
These ancestral totems are a menace that remain from ancient days. They gather a cursed fog, and we cannot stop them or break them. If you come to this place and have any idea how to destroy them, please do. Tavakai, chieftain of the Tukohama tribe.
Need a sec.
Grisham Heartland,
Hail.
found dead.
Here is the gear I've got. Farewell. Well met.
This Freya.
Farewell.
speak up, will you? You have the Virizium spikes. Quickly. Please, hurry back.
This should do the trick.
Oh, shite! What's going on? Oh, well,
Smoke him out!
I'm out of here.
This is all an illusion.
You know that, don't you, you foggy bastard?
I should have known something was off about all that. In my younger days, I'd never been fooled by such a charlatan.
Look, shite happens. What you gonna do?
Aye, perhaps. Nonetheless, the fog is cleared and a Kalguran always pays up. As promised, this is for you. I'm not a tour guide. This here's the harbour. Got an harbour concern? That's me. For all other concerns...
Jeez, that's a bit impolite.
Don't take it personal. We got a lot of people coming and going here. I lost count of all the ones that rubbed me the wrong way. Who knows? Maybe you'll surprise me. Why are you asking? Who sent you? Bugger off!
Ooh, shite. Sounds like you got a spot of trouble on your hands, eh?
None of your business. Move on. Makoru's got something to prove. Lucky for you, she's got the talent to back it up. You won't go wrong getting on that ship. She's been underestimated. By my people and her own.
They abandoned her.
Aye, she's left them behind. But she's got her people's spirit. I'm fond of the Karui. They value honor and ancestral tales of bravery. Not just talk. For real. They live the way us Kalgurans claim we do. They're wild and free.
Why are they underestimating her then?
Oh, you know how it is in times of change. The younger ones get ideas, and the older ones try to push them back toward tradition. The Karui passionately follow what they call the way.
What do you think about that? Way?
Well, I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but it's a kind of code of honor.
So she rejects it. I can relate. The way reminds me of the damn Trothan Code.
Reject is a strong word. You'd have to ask her. She forges her own path. Kinda like we did coming here, to Rayclast. I admire that. He's fairly new in town. I heard he had too many modern ideas for the chieftain's liking. He seems capable enough, and Makoru's taken a liking to him.
Guess I better know more about this chieftain fella.
His name's Tavakai. He's a bit of a hard-ass, a real warrior. And we do our very best not to cross him.
Blimey. I'll watch my mouth then.
Wise. Now there's a true friend. Me and him have been on this campaign here in Rayclast since the start of this little venture, when it was but a lodge and a dream. Next thing you know, well, it all got away from us. And here we are, with the whole town somehow grown up around us.
Getting old, mate.
I'm just now realising I haven't been on an expedition in 6 bloody years. Time really is a cruel master.
Well, I'm sure I could use a hand sometime. How about it, mate?
Stranger things have happened, I suppose. It's quite the worry. Not one of us sleeps right at night lately. It's just not like her to disappear this long.
Not a good sign. Not good at all.
We'd seen her a lot more recently after certain folk made their way back to Calgur some years back. She's not one to be tied down to mortar and stone, mind you. But weeks without a word. No, that's not how Gwen.
I'll keep an eye out.
Please do. Now that there's a good man. He's led us through thick and thin. An aspiring dreamer and a cynical realist. He's a unique fellow.
Seems an all right bloke, I guess. What makes him such a great leader?
His conviction, his passion. He could change the world if he just believed he could. I used to believe a whole load of bollocks about honour and tradition. We do this not for ourselves, but for our children. The words were hollow, but the intent was good. It really is all about making a better world for those that will follow us.
Better future for the kids, that kind of thing.
Yeah, something like that.
Come on. I don't completely buy it, mate.
Quite worldly, aren't you? The situation back in Calgur made the prospect of Rayclast a little more appealing than it otherwise would have been.
Yeah, I know all about being forced out due to political nonsense. What happened?
Oh, you know, the usual things that make good folk run to the ends of the world. Water under the bridge now. No sense poking a hornet's nest. The big man's resolved to leave us alone, so long as we keep sending back Val artifacts. Or whatever else his heart desires. I should have known that wasn't Freya Hartling. Whatever it may have been, it gives me chills thinking about it, so I don't want to.
I know, mate. We don't have much of that nonsense back home, neither.
Tell it to the Skalds, will ya? I'd rather not know. Bugger off!
Calm down, will ya?
It's unnatural, like a bloody curse. You all just go about your days like nothing's wrong. Yet at any moment, some almighty being could appear and cause mayhem. Like I said, it's best not to even think about these gods of yours.
Stop running from the truth. Trust me, it'll get you in the end.
Yeah. In the 20 years we've been here, I've seen shite that'd knock your boots off. You know how I get through it? I drink, not think. You should try it sometime. Anytime.
Ah! This must be the foolish Pakarui! Get over here!
Can't do that here.
G'day.
Makoru seems like a fitting boss.
That's right. Makoru's the boss. But more than that, she's a role model. A true leader. She showed the Kalgurans what the Karui have to offer. And honestly, I'm just lucky to be following in her footsteps.
All right. You know flattery doesn't work on me, Kanu.
It is simply the truth.
I can tell she knows what she's doing. Can see the crew's respect for her.
The Karui have no ships like the Aurora May. Our vessels are meant to travel between islands or to fish. But the Aurora May? Woo! She feels like she could take us to the end of the world.
Better than the one I took out of Traffus. Ripe old flotsam that was.
I'm just happy to live in times like these. I think about it sometimes, you know? What a day to be alive. To breathe in the air, feel the sun. Could be a lot worse. When the Kalgorans showed up, it brought a lot of tension to the tribes. Also brought doubt among the outer islands. My family left the Tasoleo tribe when I was only a boy. They then joined the Tukohama tribe. My parents found hope in their message of strength.
Gotta give it to him. He's consistent.
Well, look, I don't reject the way. It just feels different to me. Late at night, out on the sea, I can still feel what our old tribe called the flow. It's real. It's powerful.
What you mean?
Oh, it's hard to put into words. All I know is Tavakai's version of the way is definitely not something I can flow with. Tavakai doesn't trust outsiders. He wants to drive the Karui further away into isolation. That doesn't feel right to me. Feels backwards. We should at least hear new ideas out. See what they can offer us. Calm seas flow under you.
Good day. What's this? A part of a map? Huh. Can't tell much from this alone. Let me know if you find more of it. Talakura. Yes?
What possessed you to break our ancestral binding? You have released Takaru, the Deceiver! Now he's free to wreak havoc on Rayclast once more. I should take your head where you stand.
You will do no such thing. How were we to know? Even I knew nothing of that prison or what was held there.
It was the concern of chieftains and the Hatsungo, not those who reject the way.
Oh, mate. I had no idea I was talking to a chieftain.
I am not your mate. But, yes, I am Tavakai, chieftain of the Tsukuhama tribe. These waters belong to the Karui. You, along with the Kalgurans, are our guests. And your welcome is already wearing thin.
I just go where I'm pointed. Look, not to throw little Tujin under the boat, but...
No excuse. He's a drunk. Not to be trusted. Besides, if you weren't trespassing on our shores, it would never have happened. Consider this your first and last warning, Takarui. Yes, you are all guests here on these waters. Waters that have belonged to us since the beginning of time. Our way is our identity. It is beyond life and death. The way gave us the strength to endure all the horrors of Rayclast. Corruption, disease, slavers. Ugh, never again.
I can respect that. No one should kneel to the weak.
Yes, I'd sooner join the Mother of Death's embrace. Strength is the key. And yet here we are. Slowly but surely, outsiders forsake us. The Val, the Eternal Empire, and now, the Kalgurans. I thought their leader Danik was true of heart, until he allowed the harvest of our sacred whale, and it was all downhill from there. 20 years ago, we allowed only 4 Kalgurans to stay here, and now look at this place. It began with our remote tribes. They would disappear from their islands, gone without a trace. For generations, the Eternal Empire and the bastards of Oriath raided the weakest of our people and took them as slaves. But where are those slavers now? Dead and gone.
And yet Traffus lives on long after. To hell with them eternal bastards.
Yes, the only good eternal bastard is a dead one. Now, we must rise stronger than ever. We will not stray again from the old way, the true way, the way that carried us through history. We must be strong for the world to see. so that we are the masters of our own destiny. Long ago, Tukohama put axes in our hands and taught us to fight. That is the most important lesson of our way. We were nothing before we were given strength.
Yeah, mate. Strong is good. Agreed.
Had we been united in our strength, perhaps history would have told a different tale. Now, the tribes must stand together and put the Karui first. We will always have neighbors, but they must acknowledge our strength, and one way or another, they shall. Tsukuhama tasked his tribe, my tribe, with keeping that deceiver in his prison. Our sacred duty kept us in this region, even though we longed for the sea. But it is good that we stayed.
I've seen better security in a Karafan pleasure den.
I don't want to know what that means. We tried posting warriors to keep watch over the prison. He'd drive them mad. They'd throw themselves into the sea. Instead, we allowed his fog to wreak its havoc, and in turn, keep him hidden. Besides, I had no idea Kalguran runes could undo our ancestral binding. Yet another reason for us to not get along.
Well, at least you lot are free of worrying if he's still there, I guess. For
untold generations, he slept soundly in that prison. But the deceiver woke from his slumber 20 years ago and has been causing more and more problems ever since. The fog, crashing ships, foul dreams, cursed voices. Even one of our elders fell for his lies and went missing. But it will be much worse now that the deceiver is free, thanks to you. It is disappointing to see our young abandoning the way and becoming what? Work hands? For the Kalgurans? It is ridiculous! She could be so much more!
Hey, don't knock hired hands. Trade's the bones of it all. Gets us soft beds, privies and such. All the things that make life worth living.
If that is all that makes your life worth living, then I pity you. Ugh. The first Karui captain of some outsider's fleet. Is there really honor in that? I doubt it. Kanu rejected us to be a lowly first mate, as they call it. I know his father. He is deeply ashamed. The youth these days are more foolish than ever. Kanu was always headstrong, loud and disrespectful, all the makings of a great warrior. He threw it all away to work for the Kalgurans. We have lost many to foreign causes. That's why Ngakanu is now off-limits to outsiders.
Gotta lock the young ones down, I say. They'll end up slaves. Or worse.
Yes, that is my fear. A history we shall never relive. We cannot afford to lose more of our young to these dangerous ideas. He showed promise when he arrived on our shores. I saw the warrior within, but I will never forgive him for allowing the hunt of our sacred whale.
It's not my place to care or say, but it wasn't his fault, mate. He tried to stop that from even happening.
I did not know that. Either way, the Kalguran monster that is King's March is too large for any one man to fully control. Behave yourself.
Yes? The name's Tujin. I'm the harbour master around here. Welcome to our fair little town. You have a vessel
Yes,
chum.
yeah.
Nice to hear. I'm sure she'll appreciate the work. Well, you met the chieftain. How was it?
Well, he has a lot of confidence, I'll give him that.
To be sure. I've two minds about him, though. On one hand, he's fostering tradition, allowing it to thrive. On the other, well, he can be a bit much.
Dedicating yourself to an idea never seems to end well.
You're telling me. Till next time. Till next time.
Gather round.
Quickly. The more I consider it, the more I believe I've seen a depiction of the weapon. Especially now that I can study the piece in Doriani's possession.
A depiction? Where? The scraps I know, I learned from incredibly ancient ruins.
Yes. When I consulted the ancient being Calandra, she told me where to find the seed of corruption. She was cryptic and said that it already belonged to me. That it always had. I can still only guess what she meant. In the ruins where the seed was sealed, I saw carvings on the wall. It was a message, left for anyone who might follow in the eons to come. A series of giant murals. The first was broken, but the second depicted the creation of the seed. The third mural portrayed the seed's destruction. At the time, I thought it was a warning. Now I see the weapon was depicted quite literally, being driven into the seed. It might not have been a warning. It might have been instructions.
This confirms my hypothesis. The weapon is the key to destroying the beast. We must find and reassemble it, no matter the cost.
At least we got a plan.
It is curious that the weapon was broken into pieces and dispersed here.
From what I have seen, I don't believe the weapon was broken apart. It was never fully completed at all. I have only ever seen it portrayed in pieces. The third mural, the one you saw, must have been an instruction. It is my belief that the creators of the weapon were interrupted.
Interrupted? By what then?
It's impossible to know for certain. They were wiped out thousands of years before my time. Do you have any notion?
I was too young to remember much. I was among the Asmeri when it happened. But they did tell stories. I recall tales of a great fire, a great wasting.
You were alive for that? The historical record, it's always been conjecture.
I remember fear. I remember sorrow. But the Asmeri had chosen their homes carefully. They were separatists. They rejected technology. And in the end, they were right. I am glad the Tukohama tribe still thrives. In the early days, Tukohama was a good man.
You knew him?
Yes, and I also helped kill him too, much to my regret.
Oh, so the Godslayer wasn't just a tavern tale after all.
Yes, at the time there was no other way. There is one consolation. His spark was not lost. Move swiftly.
I must concur with the hooded one. Someone intentionally carved information meant to be discovered in the future. To do such a thing, they must have believed that their civilization might be endangered. However, the most important clues I found were done differently. Hand carvings. We found them in this region. The stones depicted pieces of the weapon being thrown into the sea.
Someone wanted it gone then, eh?
Their reasoning was unclear, but from what I saw, it was thrown not by soldiers, but by a woman, a scientist, and I have no idea who she was. Let's deal.
Welcome to the Forge. I don't think we're going to find ourselves in open warfare, but Tavakai has recently slowed trade and restricted us to the docks at their settlement. That whale incident certainly didn't help.
Oi, whale incidents are never good.
Our king commanded one of our vessels to hunt and harvest meat from a sacred whale, knowing full well what it meant to the Karui. By the time I found out, I was already too late. Tavakai hasn't spoken to me since. Our trade with the Karui fluctuates. There are so many tribes with different beliefs and different propensities. Some days we're all profiting. Other days, they're raiding our shipping lanes.
It never changes. Warlords vying for power.
The Tukahama tribe, the largest in the region, welcomed us at first. We got along very well. Too well. When some of their younger members became interested in Kingsmarch, their chieftain, Tavakai, began to see us a little differently. Survive. I should have trusted my instincts. I knew something was strange about that situation. I suppose this confirms the Heartlands are long dead.
Damn thing played on my pension for older women. Bastard genius.
Farewell.
Not a good idea.
Yes? Where to? Whakapanu is one of the most beautiful islands in Ngā Makanui. A tropical paradise. Some time ago, I heard that a Karui tribe decided to land and settle there. Maybe it would be worth asking if they've seen any sign of what you're looking for.
All right, let's go make some mates.
I also look forward to meeting some Karui who don't know me. Whakapanu is one of the most beautiful islands in Ngā Makanui. A tropical paradise. Here we are.
What's good?
Yes?
As you wish. We've arrived. This island looks nice. Beautiful, even. But they say anyone who settles here goes missing. The thing is, I spent a week on this beach a couple summers ago. I didn't see a damn thing. I did drink pretty heavily, though. Ah, rumors and tales. You'll be fine.
No room.
Surrounds you. The die is cast.
More time. Something tells me these people didn't just up and move. Right in the eye!
We reached these shores under the first full moon. Tasalio made the sea here rich beyond measure. We slept deeply and knew nothing of the dangers of this place. Tafor offered us living wood, and Valakor was kind. We sang for the bounty of our new home, and to Ramakor, and to the beautiful Arohongui as she watched from Lanihua's palace in the sky. We found abandoned homes. Others lived here before us. This was a sign that we had chosen well. We didn't see the statues until much later.
Too soon. Curiosity kills, but I don't mind a little death.
leads us on.
Better than coin. This thing has some history.
Another corpse of a count. Picked clean.
On the nights of the full moon, one among us vanished. When the second month passed, and another of our number vanished on the full moon, concern began to arise. The statues, Karui men and women running and screaming, terrified. They are crying out, silent, unmoving, about some danger behind me. I'm fearful, but when I turn, there is nothing there. I chased them through the jungle, begging them to stop. A cave opened, one that I had never seen before, and everyone I had ever known descended into it with joy. Evil lurked in the darkness, fleshy mouths open and shaking, awaiting a feast. That close, I could feel it in my body. They must have been singing, and only I could not hear it. So I stabbed one. I fled farther and faster than most, eventually stumbling upon this third camp, even older than the last. This is a place of death. Old tribes have settled this island before us, and they never left. Some of us survived that night, but another is coming, as Arohongui waxes full once more.
And they call me a monster.
Let's hope there ain't any more where that came from. She'll have to do more than sing if she wants to lure me in.
Mana!
Not yet.
Piercing shot! I'm glad I'm up here. He's down there.
Or not!
Fire in the hole! Need a sec. Need a sec. No room. This will be worth something to someone.
Too soon. No room. Not yet. Smoke him out!
stay quick on your feet. Pockets are full.
This'll get him!
Ruffled her scales. My pockets are full. Not yet.
Blind him!
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
They've been petrified. Wish I knew how to join my beloved. You
will join them!
I've had just about enough of your screeching.
Suffer together! If I can't have the sea will! Suffer together! The sea shall have you!
Can you resist the urge to look?
This piece of the weapon, it has writing on it.
The first example of precursor writing I've ever seen.
I recognize some of these symbols.
What? How?
When I was very young, but a boy and still mortal. Such a faded memory. I was in her lap, and symbols like these decorated a vivid book. I can almost hear her saying the words, what they mean.
What are you saying, old fella?
I'm not sure. I have to think on it. I have to try to remember.
Then we must find the other pieces. We need more information.
Do whatever it takes.
Not to my tastes, but Rog may want it. Rise!
Let's have a look then.
Aye.
Hello.
How can I be of you?
Know anything about them edicts?
We have very little information, but if the Seed of Corruption was the instrument of the Second Edict, it may have been created in response to an unknown First Edict.
The first mural I saw was broken, but there was definitely something there. They must have been facing some disaster, or enemy, or change in the world. Did they create the Seed of Corruption in response?
Whenever the Varl built something dangerous, we also ran a parallel project. As a contingency, the weapon, the instrument of the Third Edict. I believe it is a fail-safe. If the Seed of Corruption grew out of control, then perhaps it was designed to shut down the experiment.
Then that is exactly what we will do.
Well, how about the Varl? We got this Third Edict thing. Can we save them too?
I cannot. Unfortunately, that is not how time works. Everything one knows will happen, did happen. This is the one case where ignorance can be a scientist's greatest asset. I must learn as little about history as possible while I am in this era.
Oh my, what's that there? It's beautiful.
A big old pearl.
Oh, that's not just any pearl. I've an idea. I know I've got something around here that'll fit that nicely.
I'm always up to be bribed.
Consider this kindness in the future, friend. Done.
A bit shiny, but I suppose I'll take it.
Consider this kindness in the future, friend. All right then, if you insist, I'll tell the tale. 2 decades ago, our glorious leader, Danig, led us on an expedition across stormy... Our search took us to the forsaken continent of Rayclast.
And me.
But we excavated many ancient sites, uncovering some of the lost history of our people's short residence here. Long ago, Kalgurans tried to set... In the end, take your time. Business has been on the rise ever since he took up residence outside my shop. People duck in here to seek refuge from him, and I make a... Good day.
Mysterious artifact found.
Welcome to the Forge.
You cleared out all the problems on Whakapanu Island. Quite remarkable, really. I've had a look around there, scoped out a good spot for us to base ourselves. Shall we go take a look?
So this old fella Faustus, he's dead then?
Very much so. Not a massive turnout at his funeral, I must say. Died of natural causes, they say, but I'm not so sure. He left Kingsmarch around a decade ago. No one was entirely sure where he went. But when he got back, gosh, he really had changed. He'd both softened and hardened. You never quite knew which you'd get. But I could tell it was caused by fear.
It's always like that when you come back from holiday. It's hard to get back into the routine.
That's not exactly what I mean. I asked him once. It took all my courage to do so. What happened to you, Faustus? Where did you go? I asked. He looked me dead in the eye. I still remember the look he had on his face. He was looking at me, but also through me, like he was somewhere else, reliving something. He said nothing, got up and left. They found his body later that night on the dock. Under his coat, he was clutching a small Vaal artifact. I heard he held it so tightly his hands were bloody. All very strange. He's been a great teacher, no doubt about it. But gosh, has he gotten soft as he's aged.
Oh, come on. He's a nice fella.
Yes, nice indeed. But making friends and making coin are different things. Years ago, he'd drive a hard bargain. He was a great negotiator. Then he went and had children. Oh, awful. Now he seemingly doesn't have the energy to haggle. Almost gives stuff away. He helped me with my self-confidence. Well, at least he tried to. He got me blind drunk singing songs with the local crews here in the tavern.
What a bloody legend.
Yes, I suppose. Since then, for some reason, people have been more friendly towards me. Aren't people awfully strange? All the best.
What you need?
Hail.
Hello.
Make each word count. Well then, what is it that brings you here? You've clearly made yourself at home on our waters.
I'm on a quest, boss, looking for pieces of an ancient weapon that I can use to take down corruption.
Our islands have become more and more sickened of late. Those who stray fall ill with the blood fever and are cast out to die alone. My Hotungo worries that the beast has returned to the world once more.
That's spot on. That's why I need the weapon, to drain and remove corruption.
This weapon, it sounds like it could cure the blood fever. We believe it is caused by corruption contaminating our very blood, so removing it may heal that sickness. A powerful weapon indeed. I suppose I can allow you to continue your search. For now, we will not interfere with your passage on our waters, but you best remain respectful. Remember, you are a guest.
What's good? So what is this thing you found? Seems only fair to ask, since we're doing all the hard work sailing you around.
Just another ancient thing I had to acquire. All I do these days, really.
Oh, how interesting, I guess. So we're risking our necks for some old collector's item, eh?
Pretty much. But could be what helps us save the world or something.
Could be. So it's uncertain. Ah, well, either way, we're doing our part. Let's see what happens. Calm seas flow under
Good
you.
day. Are you telling me there may be another cataclysm? You should have told me sooner. If this weapon can truly save us all, we'll do whatever it takes to aid you.
It's a long shot, but it's all we got, really. Don't sweat it.
I won't fail. Maybe this is my chance to prove myself. Now we're getting somewhere. We've got half a map. See if you can find more scraps. go well. Yes?
Yes? Yes? Here we are.
Not yet!
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
So, what do you think? I love it. The pier could go there, store the supplies up the shore a bit. Our own little trade empire in the making. Well, what do you say? Shall we do it? Good. Look at this! Isn't it wonderful? A place of our own. Somewhere to make history from. If only my parents could see me now. Thanks for believing in me. I won't let you down. Yes?